external rotation. So again, this is going to be subaxial or intergenu. We're going to take out our slacks, and this one in particular has a lot of skin slack, because what you're doing is you're twisting the skin as you're going in that particular direction. It's going to be subaxial or intergenu. Let's do subaxial first. We're going to stand outside the arm. I'm going to lock him in, and I need to pre-position him. So just let your arm relax and let it turn out, and just let it drop now. There you go. So I pre-position into external rotation. Here's my skin slack. Watch my shoulder. Here's my joint slack. Spring, spring. So I wound up all the tissue into external rotation. I did that by pre-positioning. Let's go the other way. Pre-positioning. Skin slack. Drop your arm. Drop my shoulder. There's my joint slack. Spring, spring. Okay. I could do that as an intergenu. Slide to the side of the table just a little bit toward me. Okay. I'm going to traction your elbow with my knees. Pre-position. Let's go external first. Turn your arm out. Let it relax. Skin slack. Joint slack. Spring, spring. Let's go the other way. Internal rotation. Skin slack. Joint slack. I'll traction to traction first. Skin slack. Joint slack. Spring, spring. Internal rotation.
Are you always tractioning first?
The rule is if you can LAD, you should LAD. Because what that does is it just helps to separate the joint space a little bit, so you don't end up grinding a humeral head against. Because remember, it's cartilage against cartilage, right? So you want to open it up a little bit if you can. If you go too much, you've taken out the slack that way, it might give you a false finding, because it'll be stiffer going in the other directions if you take too much LAD. So you take a little bit, it still leaves it kind of loose, and then you take the rest of it in the direction that you're going, either internal or external.
But the other ones, you do want it fully long axis.
Well, fully meaning a little bit. Enough so that you open up the joint space, but not so much that it's created stiffness in whatever direction you're going. So always a little bit of LAD to open up the joint space, and then mostly in the direction you're going, whether it's M to L, or A to P, or P to A, or two rotations.
When you're removing the joint slack, you know how much to go, or you're just feeling the patient?
I go until I feel it's tight. Okay. I go until I get to the elastic barrier, because all of these want to be done at the elastic barrier. The goal is take the skin slack first to help get you a firm grip. Then take the joint slack in the direction of your eventual spring to get to the elastic barrier. Get all the tissues tight. See then how they feel. See if they're painful. See if they feel too stiff or even too loose. So this side, subaxial first. So let's do external. Just turn your hand out. Let it relax. Skin slack, joint slack, spring, spring. Let's go the other way. Okay. Distract, skin slack, joint slack, spring, spring. Intergenu. Turn your hand out. And traction your elbow with my knees. Distract, skin slack, joint slack, spring, spring. Let's go the other way. Distract, skin slack, joint slack, spring, spring. See the depth of my springs? It's just this little bit of action here. If you take out all the joint slack, that's all that's left. You can't even do a big spring because there's not enough looseness in the joint. So, as you're improving your skill on these, in all of these different moves, taking out the joint slack, is critical, so that by the time that's done, all that's left is this little bit of springiness test. Right? So right now, a lot of you have these very gross motions, but as you improve your skills, you'll have very small motions. And your impulses will be very quick and very small when you do your manipulations. So practice, the art of taking out the slack, so that by the time it comes to actually doing this manipulation, which all of these we just did are manipulations too. All of these, if you simply took out the slack, loaded the joint, and then exploded in that particular direction, that's the manipulation.